What's up, everybody? Here we're going to talk to you about the monitoring your space. Okay, when we're training jiu-jitsu, a lot of the times we accept things too much, right? I accept when somebody comes in my space too much, and that's not what we really want to do. I want to go on my terms, right? The person on top wants to go on theirs. I want to go on my terms. Okay, so a lot of the times we're going to look at it from kind of where his stance goes. Okay. It's always good to monitor his space, okay? I don't want him getting so close. I want to have like a foot length away from him, right? So kind of where my foot can reach his ankle. And I want to monitor the space. I don't always have to touch. Sometimes you can. But ideally, we're going to look at his knee. If his lead leg, right, is facing towards my left side, for instance, like this, I would not go like this, right? I want to block the side that he can get around. So he's leading with his right leg. I want to frame, and I want to lead here. Now, not only do I want to frame, I want to use my feet to move. How do we do that? Okay, without Santi right now. When I want to use my feet to move, they cannot be spaced out to the mat. It's hard to move here. You need to have your feet close with your head forward to scoot back, okay? When I want to shift to a side, those feet got to come to me so I can scoot back. When I want to shift to another side, they have to go. So essentially, we're in butterfly, and I turn to one side, they're still right there. I turn to the other side, they're still right there, okay? Now, because the one when we're square, okay, and it's important to note, right? When we're square, I want to scoot back and I want to monitor my space. I want to look at Santi. I'm not really looking at him because I just don't like looking at people when I roll. That's just weird. Okay, but I want to look at him and I want to look at his shoulders and make sure I'm looking at his head so I don't get guillotined. Okay, so it's important for me to be here. If I want to move back, I have to lean forward my weight so my butt can come back. If I do it like this, I physically can't do it, so I have to come back. So rule of thumb: he's square, I can be square. Okay, he's square, then I can be square. Okay, now he chooses a side, I monitor that side. Okay. He chooses a different side, I monitor that side, okay? Consistently monitoring and moving. I don't need to wait for him to step in. One of the main things that people like to do is they either like to push, right, where I fall, and now he started to attack, or they step in, right? And he steps in, and I kind of accept this. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that when he tries to push me, go ahead, push me. It's not going to work because, look, my shoulders are forward, my feet are back, it's not going to work. But I can get guillotined, so I gotta remember that my head has to be up. Okay, I have to look at him so I don't get guillotined, and I monitor. So he starts maybe shuffling to one side, I monitor. He starts shuffling to another side, I monitor. He goes square to try to come forward. Now I can be square. And of course, we're fighting hands and we're fighting grips. Okay, as I start to choose a side or he chooses a side, right? He steps forward. Okay, I can grip and I can start doing my attack, right? Little by little. But I'm doing it on my terms versus him just going here, pushing me, and now he starts his attack on his terms, okay? So not only am I monitoring space, I'm also dictating the pace that's going on in the round, right? There's no reason why, if I have to shuffle a bunch of times, it's fine. If he has to chase me down and push me here, it's fine. Okay, but now I get a grip, okay, no big deal, okay? Same thing as if I'm here, he starts walking around, here, no problem. One of the beautiful things about this is a lot of people like to cross step. When the person cross steps and I relax, then I'm gonna get past. But when they cross step, they're actually giving up their back and a single leg. So if you can time it head up, it's very hard for them to do this. And I promise you, if you have this if you're monitoring this space, when they go to take a step, it's gonna be very hard for them to not give up something. Like if I go here like this and he steps and I come up, I'm gonna always be ready to start going for a single leg or a leg entanglement, one or the other. Super monitoring the space. That's how we're doing this right now. Here, okay? He comes forward, all right, I come forward, okay? He starts going one side, I start going one side. Then he might pressure me a little bit. He might do too much. Hook. Now look, he'll probably step one back now. Boom, now we're in. So, always monitoring the space. Obviously, we're gonna hand fight when we can hand fight, but the main thing for right now is just for you guys to get used to framing, monitoring my side of my hip, the least of my back, and being exposed to a pass. at the same time keeping my feet close to my butt so that I can move. So a lot of people do this, and you cannot move the same way. You cannot move fast like this. You have to be here, tight, scoot, they come back. Here, scoot, they come back. Here, scoot, they come back. Consistently bringing these feet back when you want to monitor. When you get lazy and you start doing things like this, you can stomp on your foot. And then you start getting caught up in this game, and I don't want to do that. So he can't stomp on my foot the same way. Here, there's no stomping on my foot. I'm looking at him, paying attention. He's square, I'm square. He starts picking an angle, I start picking an angle. He starts going other side, I start going other side. Okay? And obviously, one of the things that I like to teach my students is that we're monitoring the space, we're going on our terms, but then we're re-attacking as soon as we frame. I'm not going to wait for him to continually attack me. I'm going to pretty much monitor the space, go on my pace, defend and attack. But just for the purposes of understanding your space and consistently countering, you want to do this drill pretty well. So it's just really simple. You're here, head is forward, looking at him, he tries to push. He shouldn't be able to push me. My head should be stiffened, and I can scoot back if he comes too close. He goes to the other side, my feet don't extend, they go to the side. I frame, I monitor, okay? He goes to the other side, I monitor, other side. Then, once we do this drill, you know, when we do another video, I'll show how to grip fight, right, as they do this drill, back and forth. But ideally monitoring your space and then being ready to re-attack as soon as you back him up. So as soon as Santi comes in here and he tries to come too close, then I can catch, or I can catch. Maybe he gets too close, he can't push me, boom, I can catch these, I can catch one, I can hook, I can do double push, I can do shin on shin. Maybe I want him to come in a little bit because I want to do shin on shin and I start throwing my K, little things. But ideally, the beginning there is going to change the way you look at allowing somebody to get in your space and dictate the pace, okay? Please like and subscribe, all right? And if you like this content, not only can you like and subscribe, you can go to BJJ Fanatics and you can grab any one of my instructionals. There have also on IG, Junny_BJJ, it's also linked in my bio.